I was born ready to do this.
She was born ready.
But probably not talk about this musical. Because it feels like a big old secret that no one's allowed to be invited to.
And it's a secret that they also just kept for a long time.
I guess so. I don't know.
For a very good cause, honestly.
Or a good reason, not cause. I don't know what the charity would be for this.
The charity is my ears.
Oh, okay. Duh. Well, hi. Welcome to Obscurical, the musical, the podcast. I'm Liz.
I'm Amber. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I didn't know you were going to be interviewed. And today we are going to be talking about a very interesting musical. I think it's been hailed as like the biggest flop in Broadway history and one that has had the shortest run, meaning that it had no run. And it is Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I honestly have not much to say about this musical.
But we have some thoughts.
I do have some thoughts. And
first of all, okay, have you seen the original movie?
Yes.
Okay.
A long time ago, though, so I don't remember much. And I was like, y'all, this is not feminist.
I feel like it didn't have a plot either.
It didn't. I was very confused the entire time.
I don't know. Like, I was that girl in high school that was like, I love vintage movies. What's your favorite vintage movie?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Like, I was that.
I love Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, I was that girl. However, I watched the movie. I did. I wore pearls in high school. I was a fancy bitch.
I wore pearls in high school too.
Stop.
But I think it was because like an ex high school boyfriend, so it doesn't really count.
Oh, I did it because I wanted to be a vintage hipster queen.
Wore blazers to school.
Ew. Anyway,
I was that girl.
I think I was just like internally just a high school Holly Golightly. But I don't remember there being a plot at all other than like the clear yellow face. That is the only thing I took away from it.
That one was not good. But it was a book. It was a whole book.
What?
Breakfast at Tiffany's. I was doing some research. It was a whole book.
Oh, yeah.
And the book got turned into a movie. The movie got turned into a musical.
And it was like the musical was written out to be a success just based on the history of the story alone. Like you had a really successful movie with like a really successful, movie star in it and stuff like that. And everybody loved Breakfast at Tiffany's. Like that's the whole like, she became like a pop icon with that, picture of the pearls and the hair and the updo. Yeah, like that was like a Halloween costume for me. And it just didn't do well.
I was very disappointed with this one. I wasn't expecting much because when you're in this field and you're in
it was written by like
you just don't expect much.
Yeah. So
but oof.
So do you remember the plot of the movie at all? It's just like a girl that wanted to be like rich and famous.
She just wanted a sugar daddy.
But then somebody was like, I love you. And she was like, no.
Yeah. She just wanted to like live this like really fancy life, right? I honestly don't know. I read like the spark notes of what the movie or the book was, and I just like couldn't. I was like, I don't understand what's happening here. There's so many people for no reason. And
it's Truman Capote, wasn't it?
Girl, I don't know people. I don't know men.
I'm really glad that we researched this one.
Yeah, I think we came really prepared here. And
I know.
We did a really good job of, doing our best for this podcast that we have.
So it was also like the people that they had on board for the show. It was supposed to be a successful musical because they had Mary Tyler Moore in the cast, who was like really, the Mary Tyler Moore show and stuff like that. And she was in the movie version of Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Right.
It was directed by well-known people. It was choreographed by well-known people. And it had a rewrite by somebody well-known. Hold up. Hold up. Well, okay, so Bob Merrill did the music and the lyrics for it, and he was known for Carnival and Funny Girl, like really good musicals. And then so like it was again like
I don't think they expected it to do this poorly.
Right. The book was also by Edward Albee, who did Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Like, he was a well-known playwright, really successful playwright, wrote some really great plays. Yeah. So they had like all of this beautifully set up, and the producer, David Merrick, was like, yes, this is going to be great. We have all these things going well together. However, throughout their timeline of doing previews and rewrites and like workshopping and all that kind of stuff, it just never really gelled well, together. It was just like under constant changes with the script and score and finding other people and stuff like that.
So it didn't do well internally either.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like wobbly getting on its feet. And so it says that on a daily basis, the cast was given new material hours before curtain time in like their workshop stages, which I think is probably
the first
recipe for disaster.
That's like the first sign that you're like, this is not gonna be good. Yeah. Because it also like it leaves the performers just so stressed, and like why would they want to work under those stressful conditions? You know, like
also the musical, and it makes sense because like the list of tracks is like there's at least like 20 to 30 tracks, which is pretty long for a musical.
But I would say the songs are all like a minute to 2 minutes long.
But the musical, it said it ran for like nearly 4 hours, which I would not sit through. So, like, there's just, like, so many of these reasons that it wasn't going to do well. So...
Well, because it was a book, and they wanted to they wanted to just jam it with, like, information and try and keep it as, like, true to the story as possible without making any, like, changes.
Yeah.
Which is why it was so long. Like, when I was looking at the music and I was, like, scrolling through, it was just... There's so many songs. What is it, like... 20 no, that's just Act 1. So Act 1 was 20 songs.
See, that's ridiculous.
Act 2 is 13.
So a total of 33. That's a lot.
That is so much.
Like, I mean, I feel like
for 33, when there's like talking and like speaking parts too in between the songs.
I don't even know how many songs there are in Hamilton. Hamilton's an all singing show, but you're not even putting into account the amount of scenes and lines in it. That's normal for like a what's the word? Like an operatic musical and stuff like that. But like for just this kind of show. So anyway, the reason why it's kind of not well known and underground is because it closed after like 4 previews on Broadway. So it didn't even open yet. It was 4 previews, and the producer, David Merrick, was like, no, I'm closing it, because even though it was doing kind of well for advanced tickets for this kind of stuff, he realized that he's like, yo, this is not good. And was like, knowing that like the critics were going to like tear this apart. Yes. So he's like, I don't even want to try to like, you know, salvage it and save it and all this kind of stuff. He just kind of took responsibility for the show's failure and, you know, shut it down completely.
Which actually it says a lot about him, because like he could have been super prideful and being like, no, I'm going to put on the show.
We've seen that so many times of like musicals that should never have become a thing, but they've become a thing.
Yeah.
So he took full responsibility for it, which I don't know, I can appreciate. It was $2 million in advance tickets. And it was fully refunded. And we're like sitting here wondering, okay, what's the gig? Like, what's the gag? Why is this show so bad? Because not a lot of people saw it. And yes, there was a 2013 production, which had the girl from Game of Thrones in it, Daenerys, as the main girl. But even that didn't do well. It was so bad.
I was watching the YouTube clip that they had, and I was like, this is not good. And you can tell like she's a phenomenal actress. And I don't even know the characters' names, because I truly hated it. I hated
2013 version.
Yes, and I just hate it. So like, what is it? Paul's the other guy, like the other main character that she loves or whatever.
Yeah.
He was okay. He wasn't so outstanding to me. You know, it's not like his acting in the 2-minute clip that I watched was like absolutely amazing. But like, it wasn't like the acting wasn't bad. It was just like the content was just not interesting.
The show has been described as a play with songs.
Oh no.
So that's not really.
So it would have been. Ooh, ouch! I just hit my.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I feel like it would have gone better as a play.
I think so too.
If they just,
I think also because yes, you had a successful playwright writing the script and stuff like that, but he's a playwright. Yeah. I don't think he did any other musicals. Let me see, but
yeah.
So anyway, why don't you play the overture?
Okay.
It feels very like Guys and Dollsy, which I like.
Yeah, that was my first impression too.
That's the only thing I like about it.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like Guys and Dolls is better.
It does seem very New York. Like I can see like the lights and the skyscrapers and her walking into like the city. The music, this part is good, but I was like, I'm still
That's
bored.
kind of it, yeah. I don't think it's anything new or revolutionary. Like we've heard all of this before.
Right. This is so familiar.
This sounds very like How to Succeed in Business. It's like during that like golden age of like
musicals.
Where like, okay, next I heard this. Like, give me something new. So,
yeah, it's just old and like it's.
Oh, I forgot to turn off my alarm for that. Crap.
Oh,
anyway.
No. Yeah.
It just, I'm like,
my first impression was like, I don't know. But then we go to the next song, which was I Got a Penny, and I'm not going to play it just because I'm going to spare the listeners with this one. It was so bad. It was just like, I got a penny. And she was flat even. In the one part, I was like, ooh, girl, get it up there.
Yeah. It's just like not.
It was not memorable for me. I was absolutely truly bored, and I was like, literally, how much longer? And I was like, no, I'm only on one of like 30.
So this all adds up why it wouldn't even do well on Broadway, because
it was hard just to even listen to. Because the thing is too, I like to listen to musicals before I like see them, you know, like musicals like Dear Evan Hansen or Waitress and stuff like that, where like the music is so good and that's what pulls you in to see the show and to be really interested in the show.
Right.
I was absolutely like, I was bored, and that's not just like my ADHD talking, like I was just truly bored.
It still is going.
Yeah, I know. It's like a 3-minute overture.
Because it's got to give you a sample. It's like, again, that classic Broadway. Like, it's got to give you a little sample of all the songs. Like,
yeah.
Very West Side Story, very.
Yeah. I'm just like, here, we're going to just mash it all
That
up.
way you can kind of hear all of the themes that you're going to hear. Like, it's like a little appetizer.
You know what did surprise me, though, when I was listening to this musical? So the musical, I feel, was a little bit more raunchier than the movie was. I noticed that they were like openly talking about like sex and like sleeping with other guys, and I was like, I don't remember this from the movie. Honestly,
what had happened to the original plot of the movie? Like literally.
Okay. Well, maybe that's also just because I don't remember.
But even like the overture, we're like, okay, next. Even the songs, like if you want to play the next one,
yeah, I'll play it.
What is this one?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Okay,
we'll listen to this.
No, I'm already asleep.
Yeah.
A girl should have in this world of men a breakfast at Tiffany's now and then.
I don't like her voice.
Hello?
There are solid things, silver clocks she can count on, and real gold rings. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, I know.
That one hurt.
It sounds like she's singing with her nose closed.
Yeah.
And no offense to how she maybe actually sings, but like, dang.
But like,
the face you see through a highball glass, like the ice and the olive.
It's just so boring. And I think
it's not memorable.
No. Most of these songs, I can't tell you anything about what, like the melody.
No.
I can't point.
It's forgettable.
Yeah, I can't point a single one out and be like, oh, that's the one that goes like this. Mm-mm. Like, at least with Bubble Boy.
Oh my god. Here we go again.
Like, at least those songs, like, as not as great as a musical, like, as a whole was. Some of the songs were kind of bopping, you know? Like, you can jam a little bit to it. I mean, I was jamming to it. Maybe it wasn't your cup of tea.
I don't really like Bubble Boy. Also, Amber brings up Bubble Boy every time.
I love Bubble Boy, okay? No, I don't. I don't love Bubble Boy. It's we went through this. But like I'm saying, like, it's just an example. Like, at least with that never went to Broadway.
This did. And everybody who kept lying and saying, yeah, this was a good idea. Yeah, no. Oh, you got all these good. No, this is a great idea. No, it's so good. Like, somebody needs to get beat up for this.
Someone wasn't being a true friend.
No. Like, if Amber, I'm gonna say it here right now.
Okay.
If you are putting on a musical and it is not good,
I want you to slap me
I
across the face.
promise you, I will tell you it is not good. Just like you're going to tell me if my house ever smells bad. I will tell you when you're going to put on a bad musical.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's what friends do.
That's what friends do. We just tell each other.
We just reassure each other.
Clearly, this person had no friends. No true friends. Because
poor Mr. Merrick.
He had to figure this out himself.
I know.
And he was like, no one told me. Have you ever seen that one interview with Cardi B? Where she was on the red carpet. I forget what year. I don't even remember what it was. But one of the reporters was like, hey, Cardi, you got a little bit of lipstick on your teeth. And she goes, I've been talking to all these people. No one told me about lipstick on my teeth. And she was like, it was so funny.
Oh my god, wait. Now I have to find it. Lipstick on. Yeah, I'm going to be that friend that will tell you.
Oh, I'm always the type of person that, like, I'll go up to random people and be like, excuse me.
You do. You are a good friend.
But like, as cringy as it is, I can't. It's more cringy for me. Like, as embarrassing as it is to like have to go up to people and be like, "Hey," it's more embarrassing to just see them.
Is that what you look like?
I think so.
Okay.
Download the Domino's app today.
Oh, Domino's.
Domino's.
We love Domino's though.
Oh my god! And now it's another ad.
Cardi B, girl, I got you. Go like this. I got you, girl. Nobody told me that I had. So nobody told me that I had lipstick on my teeth. Girl, I'm here for you. I'm always here for you. This is my friend. She's a real friend. An insane year you've had, obviously.
No one told me that. Yo, she was pissed. I love Cardi.
Okay, as problematic as Cardi B is, I love her. I mean, she's from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. We got to stick together. Like,
okay, once this podcast is over, I have to show you a parody music video of WAP, and it's Wings and Pizza, and it's my favorite.
Wait, is that the Kids Bop version?
It is, but it's actually like this woman just did a whole entire parody about eating.
I think Kids Bop did Wings and Pizza.
No, this woman is called Lardy B, and all of her things are parodies of Cardi B songs, but it's food related.
That's how I want to be, though.
But I am so close to knowing all the words. You know I like to eat 11 days a week. Wings and pizza. Parmesan with X. Okay,
so
when we're done.
Don't talk about Wings and Pizza with me because I literally love. That's like my favorite meal.
Yeah, we feasting on some wings and pizza. I'm hungry. I can't stop. Bring that wings and pizza. Give me all the ranch you got for that wings and pizza. Pizza Hut is a pizza art. So good. It is so funny. I actually downloaded it. It's on my iPod. I play it when I drive.
On your iPod?
Yes.
Oh, there's a helicopter.
Helicopter.
Someone's in trouble.
Okay. So anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't like to use Spotify, so I have it on my... Because I did time.
Oh, is she loud?
She gonna shake the walls.
Yeah.
Because I have spent all of my middle school and high school time... What fell? Was it in my sink? It might have been my dishes in my sink. I'm so sorry, the world.
So loud.
Welcome, wake up. Just in case you fell asleep like when we fell asleep during breakfast at Tiffany's. Wake up, everybody.
I wish I would have recorded my face. I was like,
it was very scary. This is what it's like
surprised
to live alone. You just hear these things and you're like, hello. Hello. Anyway, wake up. We still here talking about breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I did time with my iTunes music illegally. Oh, I mean, totally legally purchasing this music onto my Apple iTunes and putting it on my music app. I put in time and effort to create this. I took time and effort getting stuff from my dad's iTunes library. Like, I'm not paying $9.99. I am committed. It's at this point, it's a thing.
$10.59 plus because of tax.
Exactly. I'm not paying $10.59 a month.
Okay, but I love it. It's worth it to me.
Okay, for you.
Oh, but you did before I was able to buy Spotify because now I'm not poor. You did help me get like Hamilton on. I think you put Adele 21 on my
I did.
that album on my computer for me, and I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I figured it out. I took the time.
Yeah.
I know how to burn discs.
She's burning discs.
I will make you a mixtape and decorate it with a red Sharpie.
All right, can you actually do that? I don't have a CD. Oh, I do have one in my car.
What do you want? Anyway, Breakfast at Tiffany's, not a good musical.
No.
So bad that we don't even really want to talk about it. What's the other one that you saved? It's like
Holly
the guy.
Golightly.
Okay, play that one. I think this is the guy singing.
It's also a minute and 47 seconds. So the thing about these,
you can't even get a whole story across.
Exactly. Like the songs are so short, and it's like there's absolutely no sustenance to any of these. It's just putting together words to a tune. That's literally what it is, and rhyming them occasionally.
Okay. Let's hear this man's sing.
Yeah, I feel like that's my professional opinion.
I'm already bored.
Yeah.
This feels very How to Succeed.
Yes.
Holly, go lightly, Holly. Holly, go lightly and go the distance. Take it down slightly, slow down, Holly. Down the path of least resistance. There are 1,000 ways to lose, and I can list them. No matter what approach you use to beat the system, be a good darling.
Yeah, I was literally asleep.
Holly, you'll never last. When the scene
it's just he's not even good.
It takes a very special person to create a fully realized song and story in that short amount of time. Like, there are very few songs that are like 90 seconds. Yeah. Which is another downfall. I don't really want to talk about this musical anymore.
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk
I don't want to talk.
Else.
I just want to finalize my thoughts about it because what a flop.
The flop.
And there is a reason why this is a largely unknown musical.
Yeah.
Because it's not good.
No. So, Elizabeth.
Oh, my government name.
Yes. God-given name. Is this a musical that you would give a standing ovation, or would you throw Rotten Tomatoes?
I would do neither because I would never attend the musical. It's 4 hours long.
I would go just to throw Rotten Tomatoes.
No, you wouldn't.
I would go just
I would be
sitting
there. I would be sitting there like vibrating because I would be so anxious
I would have to
get
leave.
out of there.
Yeah, I would leave.
That's one where like I don't think I could stay through the entire musical.
Not even through the first act. The first act is so incredibly long.
I would say I have to go. My ride is here. My dad's here to pick me up. I have to go.
My mom just called. She needs me to come home because the dog accidentally stepped on the grass and then got a splinter in his foot because of a flower.
Splinter in the grass?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not attending the musical because
the most ridiculous
excuse. 4 hours long. I can take a nap.
It's 4 hours.
And the musical would still be going on. The end. I'm closing the curtain on Breakfast at Tiffany's. I've had enough. I've had enough to hear.
And scene.
Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else to say about it.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a real short one, y'all, because
we are at a loss of words.
I honestly, oh my gosh, I think I took a nap in the middle of this too. Like I was, like,
and it was still playing,
and it was, yeah. Well, no, I think I paused it because I was like, I have to listen to it. But then I did take a nap on the couch while I was listening.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, and then it was like a Tuesday, I think. And it was about like maybe 3:30 p.m. Just giving you all the deets because you're being so sarcastic.
So anyway, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Don't waste your time, peeps. Find a better musical. Let's keep this one underground.
Yeah,
and not let her sprout.
This one needs to not exist.
Yes.
We need to just let her die.
Let her die.
Let her die.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Tiffany.
Pour one out for Tiffany.
This one goes out to Tiffany.
Anyway, thank you for listening, even if it was a short one, even if we went on a bajillion and one tangents.
And even though there was like that terrible crash sound.
Yes, you are awake and ready.
I am still startled. Like I am like
I think recovered. We needed it for this.
I know. I truly
musical.
Truly
you were falling asleep over there. I saw it in your little eyeballs. Yeah.
Like this.
Yes.
My eyes are fluttering closed. Fluttering. You guys, it's been a long day.
Anyway, thank you for listening. This is Obscurical,
the musical, the podcast. I'm sorry. I'm like so over. I'm mad. I'm mad at Tiffany.
She's mad. Now we're going to fight once we end this.
I'm going to fight Tiffany.
Thanks for listening to Obscurical, the musical, the podcast. We'll see you on the next one. And scene.
Okay, goodbye.